10 years ago, the outbreak of SARS nearly became a pandemic in Hong Kong. The Chinese University of Hong Kong is holding this commemorative event to gather renowned speakers who were involved in the battle against SARS a decade ago to share their experience and views in this area.
To our guests and delegates, this symposium is not just about healthcare policy or science, but also it reminds us of the solidarity shown by our fellow professionals that helped us get through the SARS outbreak.
Exactly 10 years ago, today, on 12th of March, the World Health Organization issued global alert about cases of acute respiratory syndrome. 2 days before that, on 10th of March, I personally heard a report from this particular cluster, the anti-yeast cluster, regarding outbreak of a respiratory infection amongst healthcare workers. With the WHO naming the illness as SARS on the 15th of March, the following 3 months was certainly Hong Kong's most gloomy period in history.
And we remember SARS because of all the lessons, the painful lessons that were learned. We need to train and ensure capacity, and we need to make sure public health laws can respond flexibly enough. That, again, from SARS, we've changed the way we legislate in Hong Kong now. That we must learn to prepare for future emerging diseases, because it's not going to go away, and I think that's our message.
I'm not an expert on public health or respiratory disease, but I do know a great deal more about it now than I did then, not least because my coach has taken it as a personal responsibility to teach me. I can understand why some were disappointed that we did not find individuals to blame. But it was my view then, and it is still the same, that given the extraordinary circumstances that are set out clearly in our report and in Mr. Abraham's book, that the politicians, the administration, the professionals, and the people behaved in a way which was an example to us all across the world.
It's especially important today because we have here today many of the people that were involved. Many of the people that contributed tremendously to dealing with the problem. I'm especially grateful to Professor Tia Fok, because when I left the government, my intention was to get on with my life. He and Professor Griffiths, because we managed to get Professor Griffiths to come and hit the School of Public Health, which was really a wonderful move of the university. So this new life in the university has given me another perspective of the work I did before. I think the interesting thing about academia is that when you look into academia, there's a whole different world from the real life. And especially in public policy and public health. And Professor Griffiths' vision, I felt was very similar to what I thought public health should be. And there were a lot of similarities. I think we worked well together. We understood what public health is about. It's not about public health in the traditional sense, public health that existed 50 years ago. In fact, the title even of public health, sometimes I question whether it should be public health. So when you have a crisis like SARS, it's not a health crisis, it's an overall national crisis, it's a security issue.
George Bernard Shaw, the celebrated Irish playwright, once said, and I quote, "If history repeats itself and the unexpected always happens, how incapable must men be of learning from experience?" The trouble is, the unexpected always happens when history purports to repeat itself. It's not just a matter of learning from experience. No two situations, separated in time, are exactly alike. As far as SARS-type epidemics are concerned, it's good to be confident in our capacity to deal with them. But we should also be mindful of unexpected new turns and twists that may cause problems. The strong public health clinical academic interface is, in my view, the best thing that came out of SARS.
Joining this conference means a lot to me because I was also one of the warriors who fought through SARS. Starting from intelligence to detect the rumors or the information very early on. So we have developed a system called GFIN. This is a web-based search engine, collaboratively developed with Health Canada.